Hi, everybody. My name is Jason.
I'm Caden.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Eli.
And we are the Yahuwah and the Torah channel. And we thank you guys very much for hanging out with us around our little brown table as we sit out here in this jungle as we get ready for what, boys?
Dog baths.
Dog baths. Yes, we get to dunk 9 dogs into 300 gallons of water, and it is a lot of work. And so every Sunday, we try to get them in the baths. And so here we are. And so here we are with you guys as well and breaking it down before it's even, what time is it, 7? I don't know what time it is.
6:30. Yeah.
6:30. So good morning. Much love to you guys. To some of you guys, actually, it's actually good evening. And some of you guys, it's like 3 or 4 in the morning. So good day to you wherever you are in this world. We are the family who believes what, gentlemen?
Be realizing commandments.
Not everyone at once, please.
Or for all generations that Messiah Yahushua died for our sins as to relieve the curse of death and not the curse of Torah, not the burden of the Torah, not to break the Torah and do away with the Torah.
Okay. So I think if you guys caught that, essentially our family is the ones who are, we try to be law keepers. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy is the greatest instruction guide that we have ever been given for life. And when we realized that, it became even more precious because we have been lied to generation and generations as this religion has told us these laws, statutes, and commandments are on the cross. We don't believe that is true. We think that is blasphemy. We think that is actually a satanic doctrine. And when people repeat that, which I have, you're kind of blaspheming against the Ruach HaKodesh in a way, because it's just a huge process of all these things that we have that we're supposed to be obedient children of the Most High. And there's never, ever a place where it ends. Messiah came. He didn't become no rebel, didn't start flying some pirate flag and get on his Harley and tell everybody, like, ride with me. We're going to go lawless. It never happened. In fact, he says, I keep the law. Everyone should. And so Matthew 7 very clearly says those who are lawless are sent to hell. Depart from me, you who are lawless. Now, what you're looking at right before your eyes, you guys, you are looking at the limited edition print Yah Scriptures. This is now a beloved book by a tremendous amount of people. We get emails all the time. We get comments all the time. People have gotten this. People have told us they hold this against their heart. They love this big blue book, and this is one of these things that is a collector's edition. More than likely, definitely this is the very first edition, and a lot of times these books, first editions, do become worth quite a bit. But right now you can get them at a very, very good deal. In fact, it's such a good deal that $90 is what you purchase this with. And with that 90, we're able to get one full scriptures into our brothers and sisters in chains. So there's a tremendous amount of value to this for us and for you. And this is for the vision impaired. This is for people who can't see real well. This is large font. People like me who can't see well. And so it's 3,153 pages. It's 14.5 font. It is large and in charge. And it is, again, limited edition. Grab them while you can. You can get the link in the description below. It's YahScriptures.com. And we are in the middle right now of building our little cousin to this book. And it will be Yah Scriptures without the Apocrypha. It will be, I think it's 5x9. It is just a little itty bitty tiny book compared to this big thing, but it is the portable version. And considering we're having to pull the Apocrypha out of it. If not, you're going to have a little itty bitty tiny. It'll be a huge book. It's small but big and fat, and so we're trying to get this as small and compact as possible by the request of a ton of people out there. And so, guys, this is the portable version that is coming online. We're going to put this up for pre-sale very, very soon. And as a lot of you guys know, when Yah Scriptures, when we first got this big blue book out, our original price, I think, was $60. And I think we went up to like $70 or $80. And then by the time we got it into our hands in the States and got it to our distributor, there was all these other fees that we had to put, and we had to put it in there, and it ended up being $90. So we're going to put this up. I don't know exactly the price for it, but if you guys want to do pre-orders, we would appreciate it. They will be here, I would imagine, under 8 months. I would say even smaller because the small books, regular print, go really, really fast. And so if you guys are ready for the next level of this is what we're bringing out by popular request. Okay, and this is the back of this book. Where we have it. has the name of our Messiah on it as well. All right, fellas, we are into Isaiah 17 today, and I found a handy dandy map. And this is, I think this is from back in the days. I think this is pretty close. So that we had, this is the when, for those who have been on this reading with us, you guys know about the kingdom of Israel. You guys know about the kingdom of Yehuda, and these two, basically these two states right here, where you see Jerusalem at the bottom, and then you see Samaria at the top. Those were two separate countries that comprised of 12 different tribes. And the 12 different tribes, these northern tribes, they were taken away into captivity. And then right here, we're dealing with the southern tribes, and we're also dealing with, we are dealing with Isaiah right here, as Isaiah is hanging out about this time frame in here, and he is prophesying about all these different places. I think yesterday, was it Moab, or was it, what was it yesterday?
What time was Moab?
Yeah, yesterday was Moab, and so he was basically telling of the destruction of Moab, which was right here. And now today, we are going to be talking about the destruction of Damascus. And so let us begin into our reading. Anyone of you guys have anything to add at all?
Not really. It probably can be confusing if you don't know what you're exactly looking at, but we can try to decipher it.
Yeah, we do the very best we can. We are not scholars of this. We are simply readers of the scriptures, just like you and I. Okay, and so what you're looking at here is you're actually looking at the Yah Scriptures free Google app. If you guys have any kind of Google apps, tablets, phones, TVs, this app will absolutely work free of charge. YahScriptures.com/downloads. And it has all of the Yah Scriptures. This is the entire big blue book. And some exciting news for the next print, when we're going to be printing the regular scriptures, the 66 together. And then the Apocrypha is going to have an extra 5 or 6 books of things that we've been collecting since we have done this. And so the Apocrypha of the softbound book is going to be a little bit different. So you guys may actually want that as well. And we're working on the first book first, and then we'll work on the Apocrypha. But it's all in the works. So here we are. Isaiah 17. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. The message concerning Damascus. See, Damascus ceases to be a city and shall become a heap of ruins. The cities of Arar are forsaken. They are for flocks which shall lie down with no one to frighten. And the stronghold shall cease from Ephraim. And the rain from Damascus and the remnant of Aram be as the esteem of the sons of Yisrael, declares Yahu of hosts. And in that day it shall be that the esteem of Yaakov wanes, and the fatness of his flesh grows lean. And it shall be as when the harvester gathers the grain and reaps the heads with his arm, and it shall be as he who gathers heads of grain in the valley of Rephaim. And gleaning grapes shall be left in it, like the shaking of an olive tree, 2 or 3 olives at the top of the uppermost branch, 4 or 5 in its most fruit-bearing branches, declares Yahuwah, Elohim of Yisrael. In that day man shall look to his maker, and his eyes turn to the Kodesh one of Yisrael. And he shall not look to the altars, the work of his hands, and he shall not see that which his own fingers made, nor the Asherim, nor the sun pillars. In that day his strong cities become like a forsaken forest and an uppermost branch, which they left because of the children of Yisrael, and it shall become a ruin. All right. Anything that, Jay, do you have anything that you've taken note of here? Anything that
Not
anyone?
really. It's like he gives, like, basically, he's going to give the enemies of Israel basically what they have. He's like, they're going to become great, and Israel becomes weak because of their transgressions.
And Damascus is not part of Yisrael.
Outside of it. Right?
Yeah, it's another country that is outside of it. And so Moab was a country outside of Yisrael. Damascus is a capital of, I think, Syria, I think is what it is. But one thing that I looked at here in 8, it says, and he shall not look to the altars, the work of his hands, and he shall not see that which his own fingers made, nor the Asherim, nor the sun pillars. We're all talking about idol worship. We're all talking about being unfaithful to our Creator. And this is what our Creator has asked us over and over and over, to be loyal to Him. And if we are loyal to Him, and loyalty begins in the Torah. Loyalty begins on page 1. When you read the Torah and when you apply it to your life and when you make it something that is everything. When you wake up, when you go to sleep, when you talk, it just should be everything in your life. And once you have that defense inside your system, then you would see things like this, where it's like the work of their hands, and the fingers made their own idols, and the sun pillars and the Asherah. These are all satanic things that satanic people do, which leads us to this time of year, which is what they call Christmas, and it's extremely satanic, right? You would not want to be hanging out with the phallus of Nimrod. You would absolutely not want your kids to get on their knees to a tree adorned in gold and silver and with a crown on top of it. It all matters, every bit of that. And so it's time that we shake all of this stuff out. Okay, in that day, his strong cities become like a forsaken forest. I think I read this, but I'll read again. And an uppermost branch, which they left because of the children of Israel, and it shall become a ruin. Because you have forgotten the Elohim of your deliverance, and have not remembered the rock of your stronghold, therefore you shall plant pleasant plants and put out foreign seedlings. By day, make your plant to grow, and in the morning, make your seed to flourish. The harvest is a heap in the day of grief and incurable pain. Woe to the uproar of many people who make a noise like the roar of the seas, and to the rushing of nations that make a rushing like the rushing of mighty waters. Nations rushing like the rushing of many waters, but he shall rebuke them, and they shall flee far away, and be chased like the chaff of the mountains before the wind, like whirling dust before the whirlwind. At eventide, look, alarm. Before morning, it is no more. This is the portion of those who plunder us, and the lot of those who rob us. Okay, so again, this is talking about Damascus right here, and this is the Assyrian Empire, and so it's going to be laid to waste, like all these things. And so Isaiah was essentially the prophet of doom, that he's out there. So.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people hated him because he was always telling them bad things are going to happen to them.
Yeah.
And so they probably like this guy telling truth, or he's just being disrespectful.
Yeah, you can see that with a lot of the kings. They didn't like to talk to the actual real prophets because they always prophesied against them. And so they would go after 400 guys that would lie to them. And the one guy that tell them the truth, they stuck him in jail and things like that. So, yeah, all right, guys. Well, I think that's it. The bottom line is that we need to be obedient to our Creator. And so that he will extract us from this world that we are in at some point and start with us in the kingdom to come. And so loyalty begins in the Torah. Messiah Yahushua is our salvation. He is our Melchizedek priest, and it is that combo right there, according to Revelation 14:12, that salvation is achieved by. And so it's a Torah-keeping, Messiah-loving, Yah-loving loyalty to the Torah. And so with that, everybody, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Much love to you. And we're out.
All right. Shalom.